You guys, I did think today. I quit my job. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stressed. But that's what made me want to do this video, to kind of like talk you guys through it. Maybe it'll make me feel a little bit better. But I don't regret the decision. I really don't. So I'm in this weird, like, and I've been saying this a lot in my readings, where I feel like collectively a lot of us are going through this transition where we are kind of like questioning our identities and who we are as individuals, and how can I put this, like deciding that what we do for work or what we do to make money does not make us who we are. I almost hesitated to make this decision because I literally just started a new job today, because I've been feeling this for a while now. As a massage therapist, I do enjoy my job. I really do. I love helping people and helping people feel better. But I just got to this point where, I don't know if it's because I've done it for so long, where I've been doing it for about 10 years now. And just the environment itself, like working in a spa environment, is just not for me anymore. The fact that people just come in and out and you're expected to just kind of like grab people, drop people, grab people, drop, it's just, I'm a healer. I like to take my time with people. I like to do my energy work, and obviously in a spa environment, you cannot do that. That's like a thing you can't do. So I just thought to myself, okay, well, it's where I get my full income. So how can I like just quit just like that? But I'm like, okay, let me go to a new spa, same thing, different walls, but the same thing, right? So I get there today, and like I had like 5 people. And I feel like the way it played out, it was just the way that was supposed to. Because it irked me so much that I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I had someone, and this is one of the clients that always get me like, so if anyone out there who does, massage work on people, they know exactly what I'm talking about. There's always going to be this one person who is like, they didn't pay for the deep tissue, but they want you to work their body like if you're a machine. And this woman just kept like, can you go harder? Can you go harder? Can you go harder? And I'm literally like, in my mind, like I should have said something to her, but I already knew I was gonna leave, so I just like let it be. Because normally I used to not speak up for myself and be like, oh, they want it deeper, but they didn't pay for it. And then I wouldn't say anything. But that's something that I've learned recently to do in the, the prior place, because I'm like, I'm giving all my energy to these people to feel better. And it's just making me feel worse. And just physically, I haven't been doing well. The shoulder's been giving out. Just my whole body, my hands, I've been getting random cramps in my hands. I can sit here and tell you like all this list of things, but just know that my body at 35, I feel like is falling apart. And I don't think it's because I'm just like having an ailment, if that makes sense. It's like my body's way of trying to tell me like, this isn't for you anymore. And I'm pretty sure after quitting today, I'm going to start feeling better physically very soon. But yeah, it's just, I felt myself feeling super drained and just not getting out of it anymore. So I was like, honestly, massaging her was kind of like the cherry on top. And in the middle, like in my mind, I was just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna continue hurting myself to make other people feel good. It's no longer serving me, and I'll just figure it out. And the reason why I held on to it for so long is because, it's my, first of all, I'm a single mother. It's my main income. Yeah, I just been in this weird, like, I don't know. I don't regret the decision. but I'm trying to not allow myself to get too like stuck in my head, like, oh my God, now what are you gonna do? Like, and guys, of course, like, don't ever make a decision like this based off like, you know, not having like backup. Of course, you want to, you know, make sure you have a place to live and all that stuff. I do have things to fall back on so that I can, you know, until I can figure things out to find another main job. But, you know, I have other things to like kind of hold me off for a bit. But yeah, it felt so good just knowing like I don't have to hurt myself anymore and do something that no longer serves me. And not only that, but I feel like sometimes we allow ourselves to get stuck in this like matrix mindset that we have to do these things, or for us to be successful, we have to work ourselves to the bone or hurt ourselves. You know, it's all about mindset. And I ended up calling my shaman teacher afterwards because I was telling her like, I freaked out a little bit when I left, but I told her what happened, and she's just like, listen, this is all part of the process. And I believe it. I just needed someone to kind of like hear me out and help me with this transition of knowing like this is, you know, not just my time, guys, because I feel like this is a overall collective thing where it's time for us, for those who have been like, I just heard Spirit say owed. Like we're owed a break. Like, we have done the work. We have done what we have to do. You know, we've done a service to like people. You know, now is our time. You know, and for those of you who may feel like lost as well too, like, who am I? What, you know, am I more than just a teacher? Am I more than just, you know, I don't know, a preschool, like a, what do you call, not a preschool, like a daycare. Sorry, I feel like there's an eyelash in my eye. Like, you're more than just, you know, your job. You have so much to offer. And, you know, you can make money doing the thing that you love. And it should be profitable. It should be something that could be able to take care of your lifestyle. But only if you believe it. Because if you're out here comparing yourself to people and being like, oh, that could never be me. I could never be that person. I could never be a YouTuber and make crazy money. I could never be a teacher. I could never be, you know, traveling the world and doing what I love and creating videos or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be what I'm saying. It's, you know, I'm just speaking in general, but actually jumping into it. And I'm literally like jumping head first. And I'm just at the point where I'm like, I was talking to my girlfriend earlier and I was like, girl, like, I'm at the point where it's like, I just don't care anymore. And I think that's where Spirit kind of wants us to be at, because sometimes we just have to trust God so much and just kind of like, you got the wheel now, Jesus. You got the wheel now, Lord. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. Take me where I need to go, because I don't know where I'm going to go. I mean, I have an idea. There's just so many. I feel like it's funny how the universe likes to bring back old stuff that you think you're like let go of, and Spirit's like, no. Remember that thing you love to do? Remember that thing that idea I gave you a long time ago and you just didn't run with it? Just because you didn't believe in yourself, or you didn't like give much attention to it, or you compare yourself to other people. It's coming around again. It's coming around again. So be gentle with yourself, guys. This is a time of transition for a lot of us. So, you know, don't hold back. Don't hold back who you are. It's Spirit is saying, I guess it's just turning to a channel message because I'm getting messages. It's turning into like, yeah, it's a time of shedding. I just heard Spirit say, it's time to come out. It's time to come out from the cave. It's time. I thought I heard somebody knocking. I'll be right back. Hey guys, it was just my neighbor. She's so sweet. We're like the single moms in the neighborhood, so we're constantly like making dinner for ourselves. So it's always nice to have like a little break to not make dinner. So I have dinner made for tonight already. So what was I saying? Yeah, it's just a transition that people are going through right now, that I feel collectively people are going through right now. And I feel like God is basically asking us, like, you know, what's the word? Like, are you willing? Are you willing to take that step? Are you willing to jump off that cliff? Are you willing to trust me? And knowing that if you make this decision for you, that I got you, that things are gonna work out the way they're supposed to. And I was actually telling my girlfriend today, my homegirl, I was like, I'm at the point where it's like, you know, when I don't care anymore is when I'm like, if I lose this apartment, it is what it is. Because for a while now, I've been feeling like I've been needing to move the state. It's just something that's been on my heart for like the longest time. And I feel like every time I try to make a home here where I live at, it's like, no, everything's like, no. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's for a reason. So I'm just gonna take it day by day, do what I have to do to make sure everything's taken care of financially. But if things do not work out to a point where I have to leave from here, it is what it is. I know where I'm gonna go. I know where I feel called, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen that way. So it doesn't have to be that extravagant, guys. Don't get scared. I don't want you guys to be like, oh my God, I have to move my house. It's just for me. That's just an example of myself and what's been going on in my life personally, and something that I've been feeling in my heart for a while to do now. So it's not gonna be for everyone. But hey, some of you guys may be feeling like, you know, hey, I've been feeling the same thing. I've been feeling called to move, but I don't know, like, what is now my puppy tried to jump on my bed. It's too high. Sorry. You failed. Try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Archie, try again. Come on. But you gotta try again. You gotta try again. See? You just gotta keep, there you go, confirmation. Keep trying. Figure out what works for you. Stop living in the Matrix. It makes me think of that TV show Black Mirror. There was an episode. So if you guys never seen Black Mirror on Netflix, I don't know if they still have it on Netflix, but there's an episode on Black Mirror. So the way that they do the show is like, they're like little mini skits, like mini stories in between, and they're each different. You know, it's never like the same cast. It's not like one of those shows. So it makes me think of that Black Mirror episode where like they were told to date different people, and they were supposed to like take certain time with each person, and then if like society told them like they're not for you, you have to go to the next person, or you got like I think it was like a limited time. Like, let's say I had a limited time with some guy named Justin. You have, you know, I hang out with him, and all of a sudden I get this thing on my watch says you only have 3 more days with him, and then you got to go to your next person. Like, your relationship, whatever it had to serve you, it's done, right? So I was like, damn, that's a pretty cool concept, like, for the show. And yeah, there was this couple where like they were like perfect for each other, and the day came that they had to leave each other. They both got the notification, you guys can't be together, you got to move on to someone else. So they go, I think it was that, I haven't seen it in years, but I believe they shifted away from each other for a while. And then somehow this thing, the watch thing, tells them to come back together again. Like, now's your time for you guys to get back together again. So they get back together again. And again, it was like they were having such a great time, and boom, you guys don't have the time. Like, you guys don't have any time left with each other. And I remember them both looking at each other like, fuck this. Like, I love you. Like, no one's going to tell me. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. Like, no one's going to tell me how I'm going to live my life or who I'm going to be with. And they both decided, like, fuck this. Like, fuck the system. Fuck the patriarchy. So they start to escape. So, of course, they're, like, living in this matrix where literally, like, agents were, like, coming after them. And they're, like, oh, like, you know, they're, like, running. And they're, like, fuck this. Like, I don't care if we die together. Like, I will not live this life without you. And when they finally get caught, it was all a test the whole time. The whole time it was just a test. And they were like, you guys passed the test. Like, you decided not to live in the matrix anymore. Like, you're not allowing yourself to be controlled or allow society to persuade you to live a certain way that you don't even want. Isn't that crazy? I love that show. I feel like they have such like hidden subliminals in there. But anyway, so just kind of like use that, you know, this is not about love, but I mean, it could be, you know. I just got a channeled message. So for someone, it might be. Someone here, it's crazy. I just wanted to vent, and now I'm starting to get channeled. There's someone listening here that you guys have dated the same type of person because you felt like I had to because, or you had to. I'm just speaking as, you know, sorry. Sorry, sometimes when I get it, I'm so like when the messages come, for people who don't understand what channeling is, you made it! The way that it works sometimes for people is like, I'm ADHD as fuck, and I got a little autism in there, and some syndromes in there, but, no, I'm being funny, like, I'm dead ass serious, so, like, when I'm getting channeled, it's like, sometimes it gets, like, a little bit too much for me, it's like, it just comes all at once, and I want to, like, say everything without missing anything, if that makes sense. But I'm seeing it, the best way I can describe it is like someone being like, I make decisions, you make decisions based off of like dating the same type of person because you feel like, well, that's the people that I attract, and because, not attract, I take that back. Okay, Spirit, I understand what you're saying. Okay. It's like, you go for the same type of person because you assume that's what Spirit wants. Spirit wants you to date differently. Spirit wants you to look at someone that you've never looked at before, and don't judge someone based off of their, I heard finances, or living situation. And yeah, someone here has a connection with someone, or they're interested in someone, and they haven't taken the steps because they feel like they just might not be it, because you guys might not fit into each other's lives. Another matrix thing. It doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Spirit is saying. You have to let go of limitations, Spirit just said. Let go of the limitations, let go of the beliefs. Live like a child. You know, we believed everything as kids, right? We didn't think there was a boundary for the things that we wanted. There was no filter in what we wanted, in the way that we believed, because we just believed, like, what's the word? Like, there wasn't, like, we weren't tainted, you know, because as kids, we're so innocent, and we just kind of believe whatever, right? Like, I mean, shit, we believe Santa Claus was real. We believe in the Easter Bunny, the fairy, you know, I mean, I believe in fairies, but, but other than that, like, the little fairy tale shit that we were taught. So Spirit is asking someone here specific to let go of those boundaries and let go of those beliefs, because you're going to miss out. I just heard you're going to miss out, dude. So maybe you're a guy. You're going to miss out if you don't take that leap of faith, I heard. Okay? We'll leave it at that, because if not, I'll keep going and I have to go work and stuff. So I got to go do some Uber Eats and make some extra monies. Because this was not supposed to be a channel message, but I did get that for somebody, so take it if it resonates. So yeah, so guys, I just wanted to share that with you, and I just want to let you know that I'm here with you. So if you guys do feel led to quit that job, if you do feel led to move, if you feel led to break up with that person or to ask that person out, do it, because Spirit is trying to get you guys aligned with who you truly are. The essence of who you truly are. The essence of who you were before you were tainted, before you were influenced, before you were brainwashed. Spirit wants you to live your true, authentic self. And I've shared this before, and I'm going to share it again. Do you guys know what is the strongest frequency that you can emit from your body? It's going to blow your fucking mind. Hear me out. Because I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. I forgot what I was listening to. I think it was like Instagram video or something. This guy was talking about it, and he says, he says to the crowd, what do you think is the strongest energy that you emit from your body? What does everyone say? I said love. I was like, love, of course. You know, you love people, treat people with kindness, it comes back to you. It's so strong, it's so powerful. How can it not be? Love is so amazing. Fucking wrong. It's authenticity. Who would have thought? Authenticity. Sorry guys, English was not my first language. Authenticity is the strongest vibration that can come out of your body. So with that being said, just be your fucking self. Look at Archie. Just be yourself. People are waiting for you guys to be yourselves, because you know what's going to happen when you're yourself? You're going to allow people, it's like giving them permission to allow them to be themselves as well. You know, look silly. You know, I just seen this, my son is obsessed with Tyler, the Creator. And I'm like, I don't know, because I never really listened to his music like that. Not that I don't like it. I just never, like, listened to it like that. I'm pretty basic. I listen to the same things over and over again. So, I saw on, I think it was YouTube, they had like a interview with him in it. And, sorry, I just had a brain fart. Why would I bring him up? Oh, my son told me about it. So he's like, oh, you have to watch it. It's an interview. It was like a commercial on YouTube, and I thought it was a commercial. And he's like, no, it's from the interview that I sent to you, Mom. Did you not watch it? So I'm like, fine, Ezra. No, I didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch it now. So I watched it, and man, the things that he was talking about, like, I see why my son likes him now. I'm like, this guy had such a positive message. And the thing that stood out to me the most was he was like, you have to allow yourself to look crazy. You have to allow yourself to just be silly and be yourself, because listen guys, the social media, I feel like, is fucking ruining it for people. Like, it can be used for positive things, but when it comes to like society and just like the image of people and how people, like, you know, especially kids, they're comparing themselves to these AI. They're not even real. Like, women who don't look real, women who look like perfect, like that. People don't look like that, dude. Like, people don't understand how toxic it can be, and how it can influence our kids and just even adults, even me. There was a time when I took a detox from it, I never realized how much I didn't even you know how long it took me to do YouTube videos again, because I felt like, oh my God, I don't look like those girls. Oh my God, my teeth are crooked, or my face has 2 different tones. Like, I'm not skinny, I'm not, you know, so, and those things, like, they don't matter. Allow yourself to be yourself. Allow yourself to look crazy, like, because that's normal. That's normal shit. You think people are perfect all the time? You think people look perfect all the time? Everyone has abs. Everyone has muscles. Everyone has a perfect home. Everyone doesn't have. No, and if people did, you know how fucking boring life would be if everyone just looked perfect and acted perfect. No, that's what makes us different, and it allows us to find our tribe and the people who resonate with us, so that when people don't fuck with you, don't vibe with you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because it's gonna help filter out those who are meant to be around and in your life. But if you're hiding all the time, if you're constantly like, I don't know, they might think I'm a nerd because I like anime. Oh my God, they might think I'm evil because I like Frankenstein. Who gives a fuck, dude? And guess what? You're going to find people who fuck with you for the things that you like and the things that you enjoy. And who knows? Maybe you bump into someone that you would never expect to even vibe with. Those are the best. For me, that's like, it makes me think of this one time. I was, when I just moved, I grew up in Hawaii because my dad was in the military. So I was there for about 5 years old till about, I think I was like 14 when I moved down here. Or I was 13 and 14, something like that. So I remember moving down here. I'm like, man, this is such a culture shock. I just felt like, and I think that's why I don't like Florida. At least where I'm at right now in Orlando and Kissimmee area, is because I just feel like, I don't know. I noticed from living in Hawaii and moving over here that people, not everyone, this is my experience when I went to school, in middle school. So I noticed that the kids were very, like culturally, like excuse me, like, yes, diverse, but like people hung out in cliques by race. I noticed that a lot here. And in Hawaii, it's not like that. Everyone's friends with everyone, all ethnicities and stuff like that. So you gotta imagine, this is me like years, it's not like that now, but I'm just saying like years and years back then, like that's how it was. So when I got here, I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like, and it was like, and if you did talk to anyone who wasn't from your like race, they kind of looked at you funny, like, what are you doing? Like, I'll never forget the first day of school, like these girls wanted to fight me because they're like, who the fuck do you think you are? You can't just talk to anybody. And I remember like, the fuck? Like, I'm not allowed to talk to people who don't look like me. Like, I just thought that was so weird. But yeah, so that happened. So, why did I say all that? I lost my fucking train of thought. Why did I bring that shit up? Oh, I remember now, Charlie. So I'll never forget Charlie. Charlie is this adorable, like, typical football player, adorable guy. And, you know, back then, like, I guess he saw me as, like, this, you know, Puerto Rican girl. So, you know, they see me and they just assumed she's Spanish. All she listens to is reggaeton and fucking salsa and pintame, you know? So I remember hanging out one time because we were doing like a school project. So there was Charlie and there was Stephanie who lived across the street. I was at her house doing a project. And he was also part of our school project. So I remember going to his house alone because like me and him had to like do a specific paper. So like I think Stephanie went to bed. I'm like, all right, let's hurry up and finish this paperwork. So he's like, you want to listen to some music while we do our classwork? I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, well, I don't know, you Spanish, so you probably don't like what I like. And I'll never forget, he played some like rock music. He was playing like it was like Nickelback, Creed, all the old school, like, you know, Linkin Park. And I was starting to sing to the songs, and he just like, you know the song? I'll never forget his face. He's like, this was like many years ago. I was like 15, 16. He's like, you know the song? I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, but you're from Hawaii. But you see how it's how silly and like ignorant, like, when people don't realize like not everyone's the same, and you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge someone by the way they look. You can't judge people by the way they, like, where they're from. I know when people see me on the street, especially older people, well, I get a mix of people. So, like, I feel like when people see me, they see my tattoos and they're like, the hair, and they're just like, oh my God, she's wild. Like, she's a party girl and da-da-da. And I'm not. I'm homebody. I want to read a book. Maybe drink some wine at home. Like, I'm not that person. And then when people get to know me, they're like, oh my God, like, you're so nice. And I tend to have like this rest bitching face. I try not to, but I feel like crazy if I like walk around with a smile on my face. I always tell people like, but what am I gonna do? Just fucking smile all the time? I look crazy. My son tells me all the time, he's like, you look mad all the time, Mom. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not talking to anyone, so I'm just... But I kind of do. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I feel myself little by little. I test myself. It's like, you know, put a little smirk in there so people don't think I'm mad, and I can be more approachable. But yeah, so like some older people sometimes are like, they look at me, and then I have others that are kind of like, wow, they're so what does that mean? What do you have over there? Like, wow. And then that gives me a learning experience. Like, I can't assume and think, because there was a long time where I'd be like, oh, this person is fucking judging me because of fucking tattoos and shit and da-da-da. And then come to find out, they're like super sweet about it. They're like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I just cursed you in 2 different languages in my head before. And I had no idea you were looking at me in a nice way. Okay, so we're done because this has gone on too long. I just wanted to share what I was going through, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the message. And I'm gonna do some Uber Eats for a little bit because I want to make some extra shmoneys. And we will do some tarot tonight because it's been a while and I miss it. Okay, see you later.